So, I got more bad news this evening. Would you believe it? It is. It is where I have had like a plan that I'm actually just updating about because it became so like on a threshold. It bends me backwards and back again. So that was a plan I actually wanted to make. Like I've been thinking about where can I make that? Which I have been like such a person hearing about people here and there and everywhere talking to me about like vulnerability. I don't want to be put on a pedestal. To the point I got so many bad news. I kind of got called into action to actually like, yeah, you know that idea you've been thinking about. Maybe it's just necessary to try to put that into action. So before I start that, whoa, that was too many things that could go bad, and because of the last part, being like, whoa, I reacted very, 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 very. Like, don't be scared. When I get terrified, because then this year is all about sickness and death and stuff. It's just, it just like came from a part of a person I don't want to. I didn't want to hear that from, so then everything was like, oh my god, yeah. It got very vulnerable. I don't know how to like. Before I took over the platform, let me just kind of lose your sense of your marbles when it gets like, oh no, but I was just terrified, and then just it gets vulnerable. And I've heard so many of your stories talking about vulnerability. Who am I not to show it back? Like, that's a gift given to me. It's so hard to be vulnerable. And I'm having a plan to like, how can I make room for that? Because Twitch doesn't allow all this vulnerability that I've seen, that I feel, that I know. A stupid idea. But it is sound like, oh, that is a bit. It was the only place I could find the vivid, what can you call it? A vivid stage that allows it. But Twitch does not allow all kind of like topics to be like uncensored here. To the point of hearing stories and poetry and everything, and me myself and seeing everything. Just oh yeah, 2026 is the year we are growing on. We need to get that plan into like I'm just gonna throw it out there and see whatever that becomes, because I never used the platform. Just put it up, and when I got that idea, that is the only platform I know about that is uncensoring stuff like that. Because I was like, let me know, it's ironic, please. That is where we can be vividly talking about all of these topics that I hear in my DMs being like asked me, seeing, community needs this. I can't say that I am like without the same vulnerability that might be. I bit like right now. So before I go into that talk, let me just put it up here. And he have it in front of me. And see if it actually is possible to actually do that. So I'm not sure. And then I said, can you stop right? When I finished reading all that shit, work got a bit more emotionally. Like I am like, I'm not trying to be anything less than what you might have related to. Coming to me, telling all these things I am hearing, so many things. I never, when I started Twitch, I never thought I would be hearing these stories, these people, and just being like, that is a gift. But yeah, I know vulnerability is hard. And I get like, share all of this. It needs a channel where it actually can be vividly. Not the background. Sorry. Twitch doesn't allow all these topics. But bear with me. This is where it gets silly. I don't know another platform than this. YouTube doesn't allow this topic, so also you can take an artistic approach. It's too open. This is really a total ironic place actually. I just think about one platform I know about. But it's a bit unholy. It's OnlyFans. They have a closed place. People can choose to engage or not. Which is everything, like we have to have like consensual. If we are gonna be like vividly talking about the things I've been hearing, the things I've been seeing in all your like messaging myself and everything that is life. Like, also the only platform that is made actually not for pornography is made for artistic a frame where you actually can artistically and be actually not censored by a platform talking about all these things. And I do think they have like I haven't even checked that finished because but this is something I had to like check up on before I had to be put into like should we do this? But then 2026 just like filled with like oh things are happening fast. The point when I was like, yeah, maybe I should do that now. Get called into action. I'm gonna jump into it, see what I can find that. Because it's not real, it's like Discord could be that. But could it? Don't know about the actual the fucking commercials. I need to put up my computer over there. Ugh. All of the things like that is expressive is allowed within that frame. It's not pornographic, like I don't take a pornographic approach, but it is like in a naked light necessity to be uncensoring points. Yeah, I don't know about a platform that actually allows that. Maybe Kick, but I can't even log into it. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Made a Kick account. I never got to make like password. Being locked out of it. It's not silly. I think it's a bug, but I never checked up on how that works. But that is it's live streaming to some kind of. I haven't even the focus about this platform. Other than that, it is the only platform you can stream on, talk about, meet people, being asked things like talk with me about this and that. I can give you my full focal point and you write to me, not only just like reading you, as I am behind on that too, answering, also doing it with like video, we can talk there. It's the only thing I found, but it's ironically, isn't it a foul place to just... Yeah, it was created like a kind of Patreon as I understand it, but it's been used for everything unholy. I'm not wanting to go into that genre. But yeah, there is a necessity for censorship, and Twitch doesn't allow talking about all of it to the degree it actually doesn't allow the topics that I've heard or that we met. Life gives you lemons. No, they don't give you lemons, they give you topics. I might even try to make that a platform just like that. Maybe that is the right place to be able to have all these tools. I haven't found anywhere else. It is like that. It's unholy, like bit of taste. It's also like a funny thing for me. Yeah. Wouldn't it be horrible? How honest that would be. How ironically that is. Like, it is naked, but not in the same vicinity. People are just naked, doing naked content. I'm not gonna do naked content. I don't see. Unless it's like in a frame of artistic, also something artistically, like what I'm doing in theater. Also the only platform that allows not like sexuality coming into the plan, but like body and artistic performances. So that is also the only way I know about a platform that allows all this. Has a locked system that can actually like consent. I want to be part of this thing. And yeah, as I got like this work of script is like everything wonderful, and I just like hear my family become like, oh, cancer here, dying there. It's too many things. I just felt like, okay, maybe I should just air out what this idea was, because I'm not the only one. And I'm certainly not the only one that I can see. It is such, like, what I didn't... When I started Twitch, I never approached it thinking I would be like, meeting people, give me these truthful moments I have, like, in my area of vulnerable places. I don't know how that vulnerability is not like hard to just be so honest. I have seen so many honest people. Wow, I take that as something I'm kind of gifted, and you always are gifted. Somebody tells you something they truthfully feel, to the point I hear poetry, I hear life's just being better now. It's like, oh, that is such a gift. But yeah, I hear you all talk about things existentially, and then it's like, whoa, I approach this thing like, I can't even focus on my games. Being gifted like everything within, I never thought this would. Well, strangers are such a fantastic source of like gift when you actually listen. And a lot of this happened when I was playing starting to an F, which was like, it's all about. Sometimes somebody just needs somebody to listen to them. That is actually what starting to F starts with. Just, go. Being given all these pills by Mr. Friend over here. And she really just needs somebody to listen. And I think a lot of people just need somebody to just talk to. So, airing this platform. I got a bit too much with the work I've been doing. Got a bit too close to where I got news from. What is newsing? Like, newsing, but not newsing like that. The point is just like, wow. How the fuck do I even build catastrophes? It's something else. It either builds you or just like calls you into action. I have a friend that is my living. He has a quote in my head that I can't stop just quoting. She's from France, but she lives in like Trondheim. And she said, "To love, you need to be fragile." Yeah, people forget that. Fragility is very hard. Very hard. To the point, I think a lot of you have been very fragile with me. I don't want to take that as something I feel is very hard. So I want to listen to that because, you don't take that for granted. As my fucking commercial goes over my head. Oi! Those bots over there. It's a mischief. We have too many sci-fi movies talking about War of the Worlds with the bots and shit, but they're just playing like commercials. Jesus. I always thought that part. About that part, like everything. How do you know about like ChatGPT? When does it come sentient? We actually don't have that into then we can actually know. Making conscious. That is where we become like playing with God. Yeah, whatever. I wanted to like just air this plan out. I'm gonna try to find out how the fuck does this work. But it's a bit unholy, isn't it? Sometimes when it gets like really dark and I get a message too much, or a message too, oh, thank God. It just in the same like pulls me into like, yeah. I think I feel a necessity just like, this is maybe something we could use. I don't know how to navigate that yet though, but when I started Twitch I never knew how to navigate that either. Let's just try. See what it becomes. That is the best way to roll it on. Just like, I don't know. Let's try. And in that light, I just finished reading a bit too much. It's just not the time you get to hear like family sickness. Yeah. That gets a bit high. That's too much. Can this thing stop? I drank 1 liter of coffee. I don't think I want to try. No. Have you? Do I have coffee? I usually have iced coffee. But yeah. Maybe I should make myself a cup of coffee. You tried hold it at fair, because that sounds like you got like caffeine poisoning to the point you just like that sounds painful. Yeah. It was really fun. Well, Tell me all about it. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Alright, that was fun. Sometimes when I drink caffeine, I get like anxiety, mildly. And if I drink too much caffeine, I get anxiety, not so mildly. And yeah, that's a liter of coffee. Isn't that like, I want to have like anxiety to the point you're bench testing yourself. I'm just gonna make a cup of coffee. You felt like God. Tell me what the fuck happened. How do you do that? I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee and then I'm gonna read what you say. Does not sound like God territory for me. Sounds like I'm gonna shake myself silly until I'm like a leaf. Because coffee can give you like jitters. Actually, you can have.
Real Metal Master followed your channel.
Thank you for following. By the way, who is following? Because everything is like, the bots are attacking. Everybody is attacking like on my stream. There is chaos. And chaos is the bots and not people. But yeah, I'm talking about like a platform that is allowing a bit more vivid, like, not explicitly naked pornographically, but naked honesty. And a way to actually answer. You have to like consent to deal with that. But it's so much. I've been met with so many things here. Been thinking about it a bit. And yeah, then all this happened, and then you're like, yeah, maybe I should just vent it out. No, call to action. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I have never drank a liter of coffee. I don't think that I shouldn't try that. Not today. Maybe. I don't think I would feel like God. I think I would feel like, why am I even existing so much now? What made you do that? Like, were you overworked, or did you just think, I'm gonna do something really stupid, and then bench test you against caffeine? Caffeine. That is not something you want to bench test yourself on, because it can actually fuck you up. Your heart can be bang, 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 bang. Are you listening? God. Really? For how long? And did you get like headaches? Because caffeine is like an addiction you get physically addicted to. Jesus Christ. Can't even get my clock on. What? One moment. I'm making coffee. Because that needs a cup of coffee. But yeah, that is a story I want to hear. How did you end up there? And why? And who forced you to drink a... What forced you? What madness drove you to that part? Just making coffee. As I was finding coffee, I just found this. And it... Yeah. That sounded better. OnlyFans has been like an unholy planet to go to, but it's the only way you can like... The only place I could fit everything into, like a platform you actually can be allowed to take topics and stuff and performance art and everything that is not like pornographically what I want to like focus on. But it's the only platform I know about that allows these things, has like a consensual way to actually approach it, gets a community platform where you can like talk vividly towards me, not just with words, but actually meeting real human capacity. So yeah. And then an ode to this odyssey of this day. Just that work that I was given. And then the last part of the day I get to hear. 2026 has been like my death, yeah? Because I met death everywhere. I have varieties of meeting death. Now I get to see it from my family, like, I don't like that. Can 2026 just stop now? Before I just implode or explode or drink a liter of coffee? Why did you do that? That is a story I want to hear. What the fuck made you? Did you have like, did you get like a stupid idea and you wanted to bench test yourself? The point, what would happen if I did that? It sounds like you wanted anxiety, but I don't know. You said you felt like a god. I don't know. Sounds very scary to me. And now I think my sound alerts are going like, why are you not showing up? This is the way the bots has to be implemented, reintegrated, and it never stops. But the bots are like, we have many sci-fi movies, but none of them talks about bots being like mischievous to the point. It's just War of the Worlds, End of the Worlds. The robots are taking over. No, they just want to like, play with your patience. Yeah, that is what they are doing right now. That becomes something else in the future, I hope. Oh, for ChatGPT in like a Blade Runner, like, it would be cool to have a Blade Runner too, but not like ostracized from. Blade Runner is actually about when does the human become robots or hinders robots being alive and everything. Where do we make consciousness? And where does it become conscious at all? I really love this. There's two moments in I can't stop loving those parts of it. Blade Runner 2046, is that? It's simple and like, oh, you don't even smile. One of my favorite settings in that movie. And the point he just fuck, like those favorite parts of that movie. Just everything. It's a good movie. Don't remember that much from the first one, but it is a good movie too. So yeah. We are gonna play something just to think. This day was a work day and then it was a workload. Wow. Too much to feel. I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. I handle the most and it comes my way, but when it's like, oh no, family or people I love, it's just like, no. Because I've been in the hospital, like, I was deathly ill in the hospital for Christmas. Nothing that was like impossible to like be survived, as long as they just remove my gallbladder. That wasn't scary at all. I was actually having a bit of fun and meeting people, and they are just like so nice. And I got to meet so many good people. At the point I'm gonna actually be a bit rude now, because the point I was written out of the hospital, that is the time I get like this weird roommate. That it's just like, yes, I'm happy. I'm not them. And thank you for following me, by the way. I can see on my Mac that is actually Correct. Yeah. My streamer is just what's going a bit mischievous. We need Blade Runner robots, not mischievous. Like, I want to double your ads because you are trying to make me listen to you. It's like kindergarten. They're still in the early ages, being becoming sentient. We have too many world movies. We have always thought about that, but feels like every update you get is just a new robot or technology too much. Captcha is the worst thing. Or like password and authentication. That is the worst part of the day. And no. When I want you to choose how many of these pictures have buses on them. And then in the end, after you have gone through like 5 of those, they just call you, ah, you're a robot. Why does those test me to the point I hate? That is the worst captcha test on the planet. Choose the pictures with the bikes on them. Why do those take like forever to complete? I hate those. They tell me I'm a robot. I do not disagree. If that makes me a robot, well, fine for me. We are gonna try something I don't have any idea what I'm doing now on that platform. We're just gonna do that and we're gonna play something and just doing new things. Well, maybe I blow up something. Like my computer just like no, it doesn't. That was TikTok. But here I'm going like a bit blind into whatever this is. Let's be doing that blind because I did that with fish and I met everything I didn't expect there. So, let's not plan too much either. That is the best thing you can do. Don't plan too much. Plan, but don't plan too much. Because this year is fucking up with your plans. That is destiny. Just like hitting me in the head with Shakespeare is one thing, but hitting me in the head with like, did you want to have like plans? He's laughing at us. Mortal coiled. Some people plan their whole life. They're point to plan their elderly days. I don't get how they manage to do that without thinking you have no power here. That is just in my especially this year in my capacity. I said, how can somebody think they can plan so far ahead? They can plan every detail. It seems a bit foolish. It seems like they are wanting to control something. You are just one fucking destiny Shakespeare in your head before you just like, that was a silly plan. I have to change the whole fucking lifetime I was planning from start to finish. People probably do that too. Which is the camera? It is. Is it this? Huh? What the fuck? Let's try again. Please allow. Yeah, I did. Hi. Browser settings. We are gonna play a game and not play around with settings because for some reason the dick button is still like haunting me. The dick button is just Baldur's Gate having like Where do we sunset genitals? Fuck catastrophe trying to find that button. So yeah, got a bit scarred with the dick button being straight there in front of me. Just blind. It's like reading math. You have to like calculate out in your own head. You're not doing it like in a fucking technical program. That is easy. Yeah. If you're looking up on numbers and you're just like, yeah, let's just find the X or something simple like that. Kind of just like, and it's like going into a black hole and just like start, but never starting. Think at all. Well, as I am doing this browsers all thing, where the fuck is a dick button? Not looking for a dick button, but yeah. I hate going myself silly in settings. Sometimes you just end up looking at them and it's like, oh, it was right in front of me all the time. I just stopped working. X. Do you hit X and stop working? It does that with settings sometimes. It's annoying. But yeah. Why isn't it allowed? And how long will you do this? Not too long. Thresholds? Oh, not thresholding. No, we're not gonna start over. What the? Alright. It doesn't give us that button. Jesus. When I was doing like digital marketing, I used to have a focal point on Meta platforming and not so much Google, but I wish I did do a focal point on Google instead because I'm using Google so much more than Meta. But yeah, it's just do it. There are if you don't know, a lot of like digital marketing courses are free for you to actually teach yourself everywhere on the platforms. They give you certification there. It's actually very useful if you want to do anything online. But yeah, I can't find it. Oh, the camera. Yeah, I did that too. We are just gonna not finish this. What kind of game would we play instead? Did I find it? I think I did. Maybe. No, not that. There we go. Fucking settings. Ugh. And for some reason, they always have to like reset themselves. Yeah, just start over. Start. At least in the point of view, like some other things. Yeah, you can see that actually on the screen right now. I have to go into here, transform, and fit to screen. Like, can I have like a shortcut for that? So, please, just there we go. It's idiotic how much that happens. I think it's like, let's test it. Those I have in here, you don't have a game open. No, not that. Sometimes it just resets itself between screens. Ugh. I wish I could just set the settings and then it was like, yeah, you did that once. It doesn't allow that once. Hey. Yeah. and just testing if it actually works. Let's see. Close. Restart. What game do we play now? Ah, it doesn't allow me that shit. Let me do that later. Oh, what a night. But yeah, I kind of think that platform can be something I'm talking about, updating about, because it's kind of necessary now. As I feel, hey, it's been a wild ride today just to end here. Done my work, that was hard work. Now a commercial wants to play again. You want to play me? Big book. No. And just ends here. It was too much. So that kind of made me into, maybe we should just try to put it into something that exists. I really like these drinks, these sodas. It's like, and the Coca-Cola is very good. I don't know what these. I think it's blueberry, but yeah, I like every one of them. They are very sweet, but they're good. And I kind of wanted to test that platform before we did anything because I haven't tested anything up on it. And but it's such an unholy place. But it's actually the only way I found everything I could fit into. No, we don't need to go there. We need to go here. 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 Record video. Can I do that? Am I doing that? I have no clue. I hope so. But it's not gonna be able to live stream until I like made some. This platform will be a place I want to live stream to too. Maybe if it is like a topic that is like a bit redacted from all the platforms I know. YouTube comes too short for that. Twitch doesn't allow all of those topics, and this is the only way I can find like it both needs like consent to go into it. You need to want that. It's not explicit in any way, shape or form. It's just want to be honest about things that we are seeing in what is meeting me and what I don't want to be like put on a pedestal. There's something meeting me here because it's something that recognizes something. I'm guessing that is the reason. And yeah, when I meet people so wonderful, how they share with me everything of these, kind of felt like I wanted to find a place where that is like a focal point, but they take a place in. It's such topics that I can't just be like. It needs to be vividly honest and talk about things that isn't allowed on platforms. So this was the only place that I found something. Unless I find something else. Yeah. Not sure what is going on here. It's not live. It's making a recording video. Hello. When I started Twitch, I have never been on Twitch. So yeah, we're doing things we don't know, and when we do things we don't know, that is actually when we teach ourselves things we didn't know. I know more about now. I never suspected it to be such a joyful place. I didn't expect to be meeting so many people vividly. It's rarely something you do in day-to-day life. It's, you meet a stranger on the street, they aren't supposedly telling you about their deepest secrets or their poetry or everything they feel. This is a bit personal. No. They keep that to themselves. It needed like parasocial like shield to be that vulnerable. And I carry my fucking social. I don't care about my I don't want to be like the social perfection that is just like ugh. I want it to be like uncensored. I hate censorship. It takes away everything. Everything. It makes you think. I hate it. I do actually hate censorship. Because if you censor something, that is where you can't make art. You can't make art. You have censored expression. Do you do tarot cards? I did actually do that. You want me to do that? I don't do tarot cards. But I do have tarot cards. I did tarot cards to point out only what the tower. Tower! You know the worst tarot card you can do. That was what I got. No, they're like a mess here. Let me do this. I don't do tarot cards really. Well, but I do. I did that part in my life. Before I want myself a bit more Christian. Yeah, shit. And but I can like read some of them. These are my beautiful tarot cards. I got golden tarot cards. These are just like boring tarot cards. Where are those beautiful tarot cards? Like I love illuminated manuscripts too much to have tarot cards from like the Medici family and stuff. Like it's just beautiful. Am I a witch now? Yeah. No, I can't even. I can't even do this. I don't have none of those cards. Oh, you see, I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to illuminated manuscripts and medieval families. Where did I put it? That's a good question. I don't think I will find the answer for that. Right. But I do know some of them went to my floor and they are gilded. Where'd it go? This is just one of them. Ooh. And these are the boring ones. But yeah, I have tarot cards. Too many of them. Oh! Wait a moment. Another one. Another one. They have real gold on them. And I just found them beautiful. And like I am a sucker for illuminated manuscripts, as I say. In the old days when they were like put into the families, like the Medici family is like the Italian family of history. What do I do now? I will pull 3 cards and place them in front of me. These are which territory. Last time I did this, I pulled the tower. It was so fucking right. Just for you got the match. I'm gonna read what they mean. Just a moment. Magician, and then you got the high priest, all in the right way, and then you got the upside down lovers. Let's do a bit of like what is that thing that tells me what the fuck am I doing? I've forgotten a bit of it. I never forget names in China and stuff, but I do forget just everything I read here and there and that. I read a lot of things in studies. that I did study and then forgot. And yeah, where the fuck is that thing? Ow! It's gone. Okay. But then we can yeah. The pamphlet. Actually, no, I don't know the cards that well. I know the magician. No, wait a moment. The high priest. Ouch. I want to go down in my basement and actually pick up those cool cards. But yeah, let's read your tarot. Let's do the witcher thing. Is this my new thing? I'm not sure. I could probably. The magician tells about skill, diplomacy, addresses sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence, will, the querent himself, if male, reversal. You didn't get the reversal, so do you have something that is painful in your life? The point, are you a male? And to the point you are questioning how diplomacy comes into that. It addresses that within sickness, pain, and loss and health. And how does that refer further to the high priestess? Well, let's see. Do you do tarot cards? This is so out of my field of remembering. I actually wrote down all my tarot cards into my own book because I was reading diaries upside down here and up. Never done that before. Well, we are finding the high priestess. I'm gonna have to find my other tarot cards because these are boring. The pretty ones. I'm a sucker for illuminated manuscripts and grimoires and stuff. Why the fuck are you? That is just sword. Yeah, not on swords. You're not on pentacles either. You're not there at all. There we go. In the beginning of all, we find secrets. Do you have secrets? Mystery, maybe. The future is just a bit uncertain, unrevealed. The woman who interests the querent, if male, are you male? The querent, if female. Tenacity, wisdom, and everything. You will learn something, but you will do that in the way it has to be. Secrets and coming from diplomacy to secrecy. If you are a male, it might involve a woman or some mystery in your future unravel. Then you got the lovers upside down. I hope that is not horrible. You didn't get the tower. The tower got too fucking right on me. And you got the tower upside. No, you got the lovers upside down. I hope it's okay. Well, it's not. You're talking about the woman that might carry secrets and mystery. This tells everything. Failure and foolish design. Do you maybe have a lover in your life that you can't trust? Or might you find someone in your life that you can't trust? Be careful. The cards, they might lie. But I think that tower card that I pulled was too fucking precise. It was perfect. So yeah. Do not take it like into anything more than your side. You can do the same thing with. They did that in the old days. We do have like Harry Potter cards. There's not a full. My full deck is all there. They did this with. This is the No, their counterpart. Play with cards. Just. Oh. And we are in Slytherin. Yeah, I think I would fit in Slytherin. I'm not evil, but I'm very, very ambitious to the point it kind of ruins me sometimes. I'm not for my own self-ruin. Maybe I'm in Hufflepuff, but when I actually took the test and found out I was like in Ravenclaw, that was when I was like, I love studying. I think I'm a bit more Slytherin now, or Hufflepuff, or in between those. I don't think I'm brave enough to be in Slytherin, doing all my ambitions and getting fucking scared about what I'm seeing my ambitions becoming. Vividly, like, it's safe from the part it is like just poetry, words on a fucking canvas, until you are the canvas that makes words upon your body. Just I wanted to make myself into. This is one of my. Well, actually, this platform also comes into a very vivid plan that I wanted to make. It allows that. I wanted to make like a metamorphosis. A kind of short, just performance that is just like transforming me from beautiful to death. I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna do that anyway, I guess. I should turn it upside down and go from death to beauty instead. But yeah, I glimpsed something that I never saw my poetry have words for. When I went to stage and just like, I wanted to make monsters, but I didn't think they were monstrously scary. It kind of scared me a bit when I saw that from, like, when you get off the stage. You glimpse what you can see that you didn't expect. And I don't have the words for that. It was actually kind of like you get a new perspective on what the fuck was that? I've never seen that before. And words are kind of just like black and white on pages, upside down here and there. I did poetry, but I don't like I collected words from my childhood years. Just stupid thing like that's a good word. I never found the word, but the expressions there you can see. Oh, I just cursed that into becoming something I'm doing. And yeah. Fucking terrified me. Okay. You can kind of transform yourself pretty much whatever lighting is perfect. You can transform your whole capacity to become like my frame is skinny. So I'm a very skinny person, meaning lighting away from having bones, like making topography on my body. I was so ready to do that in like theater and every capacity performance art. I didn't think it would scare the living daylight out of me doing that, seeing myself there. That is monstrously scary, and I don't scare easily, so there was something about seeing myself transform myself. I haven't seen myself like that. Got myself into a new perspective of, oh, did I really want to do this? Did I curse myself to do this? Oh, god damn it, that news that turns you into a puppet. But yeah, that's what lighting can do for you. Let me try and show that to the degree this platform allows that. That is also something that is much more capable of showing vividly, like performance art within the platform's allowance. That is actually horrible. Do you know that I've seen glimpsed something in Winston and like madness, like H.P. Lovecraft? What the fuck was that? But yeah, you do that for expression. And when I was in like the theater, a student, that was what chief, like the head of the theater was like showing us how to make. He showed us a video, and this is where it started. A video of a person that just like, he was just sitting in like a nude, like, I'm not gonna undress, of course, like a nude clothing, and then just put himself into. If I'm gonna wear any mask again, you need to tell me about that thing, because I am curious. I could wear masks, of course. But yeah, he was transforming himself from just sitting in a nude, like, clothing to use clay and upon him and just transform himself into this fucking monster. And the head of Hologram Theater, which is like the theater that is just like 100 meters across the river that way, is was like, wow, I was so impressed by that. Just using clay and just making that fucking foul thing appear. It was just a video for like a minute or so. Kind of put myself into this body here. I am a gift with a body that has like a skinny frame. I wish I could actually have more voluptuous again. Been every size. The best size I ever been was like without actually any kind of like disrespect, like almost a bit chubby, just voluptuous. This has the gift of bones and lighting this away from actually making metamorphosis. So that's fucking scary now. Why did I want to do something so horrible? To make monsters come across the stage. And why did I manage to scare the shit out of me? And that worked. Yeah. Reactions is all you're looking for. Then I saw myself as a monster. It didn't make me. I have university degree in theater. I should know that reactions and how you become something you have to express honestly. You have to become it. I have this script here. It was a bit too close to comfort. And then like the family. Ouchie, but ouchie, too much close to comfort. This platform. Oh, if you want to make me wear a mask for anything like that, that would be also the right platform for that. But I can't promote it here. And Twitch is not allowed. But I'm promoting it like, this is my idea, because we can't do everything here that I'm met with. The platform doesn't allow everything that I'm wanting to both have capacity of like talking to you. Not just through messages, but also like through video directly about those topics, because they are not so without. You get my focal point. I want to do that justice. And now in the mess of everything, it got kind of like I am behind on my schedule. It's illegal, because I don't want to be. I don't want to be like. Ooh, we have 2. Wow, we have a lot of chat windows. Why are there so many? I was trying to make the processors intertwine with each other. They just pluraled. Yeah, that is a place where you can actually make that platform. It's the same name as I'm here. Just an unholy platform that is not meant for what is explicitly sometimes used for. More just the only platform I can find like allowing uncensored, naked, vulnerable places the topics can be talked about, shown vividly, and not be censored. And also we can take it into the artists that I'm finding a lot of like poetry and stuff in you guys, in my DMs, like everything, the only place I know. And yeah, if that's a mask thing, I'll do that too. I can't predict the future. I kind of just predict tomorrow is what I'm gonna say. Tomorrow is tomorrow. These days we don't kind of like decline on the schedule. Let's just take it one day at a time because I'm scheduling myself 180 degrees around myself until I come back to start. It's just I get so upset if I don't follow my schedule. So I decided to let's just roll it out. Trying the schedule was something we have to have consistent. And right now, the universe wants to try on a bench test over at what are you? We are gonna go into whatever that is. And yeah, after having talked about that, I'm gonna. How do I promote that? Because you can't promote that. It's my same name on that platform. We're gonna find a way to promote that somewhere. Maybe on my X, because I think I linked my X into it. And I just, for the love of me, if that can be better than Discord, wow, then I'm a Discord lost. Discord thing, it's been like, ugh, too much hassle. This feels like more streamlined capacity to actually do the same thing almost, but more and in more branching out and stuff. I'm not sure. I'm just testing out shit. Never been on a lot of platforms. What kind of mask do you want me to wear? And if I would wear it, if you tell me why. Why masks? Spicy. And to the degree, I think it's over there. But it's not the blue mask. Does it have to be blue? I feel like, what the fuck was her name again? I need to do the cosplay, I bet. Then I need to eat more ice cream because she has more voluptuous body. This is a dexterous body. But I want this nice bag. I mean, every shape and form. The best one was a bit chubby. Just perfectly. And yeah, I can run upstairs, this, that, everywhere. I can do my like I can make myself be contortionistly inclined to be like everything there, but I still feel it's more fun to be a voluptuous girl. This must be the female part of me just wanting to be. And yeah, I feel like even though this is like performance goal, you can the bones and the structure and the topography of your body. It's like all the gifts you can make into your, like, how I can be a contortionist away from actually being everything in a marketable way. Something people need in both movies and everywhere. That is actually somebody that is like always being looked for. Horror movies, for example, something I always wanted to play in. Not being like anything else. Just, I want to be the monster. Until I did that in the room with stuff. Why the fuck did I scare myself silly? And then you have to play the monster. And becoming that monster. Why did I choose that monster? To begin with. Wear black mask from Narnia. I'll do it. But tell me why. Is it a thing? Is that a thing? You see, I'm just stupid. I get the puppet strings. I'm a masochist. Too curious. I don't even care. If it makes you happy, sure. But I don't know how. What the fuck is she named again? And I kind of want to have her whole outfit on because she's cool. This is my biking mic. No, biking mask from when I was on my No, every day, even from here and there, everywhere I went, I was on my electrical bike. Oh, this is not fitting me anymore. And to the point, this mask saved me from. I'm living in the Arctic. Cold. Colder. It feels up. It's too big now, of course, and it used to be overweight at that time. I got my whole face in it. Yeah, see, that's a can't even fucking see where I am. But yeah, I'm gonna have to sell that bag too. Because I don't need it. I have roller skate. And yeah, I could for sell that bag I can actually buy some equipment for my stream. It works well. And you know what? On that other platform, this will be like not so much. Just me being silly. You get to tell me why. Do it in the whispers if you don't want it. I'm actually a bit too much monkey on the stage to actually care. That is actually true. I wanted to give you like the puppet strings. Just monkeying me around. That's one of the things I love doing in theatre. It's actually being like the clay that got like bullied into whatever that person that directed me wanted to see. And I got to be like whatever he wanted to be. Masker. Whatever they wanted me to become their like inner idea. And I took so much joy in that. And I forgot about my own. Like, I don't have any personal. I am a masochist. To the point, I will try to. My body is not allowing me to function. So that is just where theater became like. I love when it tests me. But it did test me a bit too much with my own projects being a bit scary. I have some stills from that, but I don't want to show that right now. I'm gonna write that. Huh? We can do that later. But yeah, I just was so. The way he talked about like this. Maybe. Or on my other platform, because that's probably the best platform for that. Truly. Even though I'm not gonna, like, I'm too masochistic. So I should. Of course. If, yeah. Simon says, if you want the pop strings, I'll do my best. I'm not personally taking offense if it does something funny. That was all I wanted to do, just put, like, channel points into use. And you're doing that too. But yeah, you should play something. I haven't played Mortal Kombat, but yeah, I don't think Mortal Kombat is the right game right now. Let's go into something else. Oh, there's not stuff. Can we preload? Oh, Requiem, if you were out today, I would be happy lady. Install. Accept. When does that come out actually? It is 27th, isn't it? Right. Yes, we get to download it. Yay. Downloading it, but yeah, maybe not playing it today. It's the 26th. Is it the 20? Hi. Is it the 27th or the 28th or whatever? Someday soon, I guess. But we left Leon Kennedy without any bullets. I think I soft locked him in Resident Evil 2. I think it's possible to disagree. He got soft-locked in Resident Evil 2. We are just in front of a boss there. Do we do that? Or do we do something else? Do we go back to village? I want to go back to village a bit. I don't know why. Village is like curious. I'm red. Why the red? Need better lighting. Better, but not best. Maybe we do. I should really have like this spinning wheel. Resident Evil 4, we did do that. We haven't even tried Resident Evil 3, and I don't remember that. I just remember Nemesis. We haven't even gone through to finished. Ugh. I have not done any Resident Evil playthrough justice ever. Because to be honest, seeing it from this focal point, it's been a bit overlooked between Silent Hill and wow. I really love Silent Hill. And I really love like Resident Evil. Especially Leon Kennedy, he's like fucking competent man. Wow. I like him. But he's like also vulnerable. He sniffles. I wonder why he sniffles at that point. That's just a silly thing to be like, he sniffled. But yeah, it's very hard to balance total fucking anime arc. Leon Kennedy is just an anime hero. But he sniffles like him reminds me of Aragon masculinity. Do not become so tough that you don't sniffle every once in a while. It's everything important to be what my French friend said. To love, you need to be fragile. It's very important to be fragile. And yeah, you can become a bit tough. I have seen a lot of fragility in right here. You meet me with fragility. Sometimes that is fragility I'm scared to show. So it's really like, wow. I hope I never overlook anyone. Because that would have been horrible. Like, there was this guy just like having so many in his stream. I don't want to have. That sounds like a habit told. There's a, I glimpsed someone. Oh, and there you go. I haven't remembered names. When I'm in theater, I'm like, you're Amanda, you're Christine, you're Amanda, you're Melissa. I'm like doing this until I'm like done knowing them. That is the first thing I do when I meet people. Melissa, just doing that because then we know each other. And there comes our first. No. Like Twitch sometimes just like fucks itself up. Do we get sound? No sound. You know. I want sound. We need Bluetooth headset to be Bluetoothed in. There we got the sound. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Gambara. Come on. There we go. That is a shit about Bluetooth. And then we need to put all of these chat processors into one amalgamation. But I don't think that is our focal point right now. This evening has been too heavy. Let's I wish for ChatGPT to be a Blade Runner robot soon, because we are going silly with like mischievous War of the Worlds from the robots being too silly. That is too silly. We made too many sci-fi movies to that. It's just. Let's see. Wear a mask again for a few minutes. You get to whisper me why. Or whatever mask you want. I want a mask that actually sticks to my face, because that one does not. Just falls off. I'm a bit thinner now than when I was like using it. And it was like, wow, I was actually in winter times biking here and there and everywhere. That is a fucking raging catastrophe in waiting. You don't bike around Tromsø within the Arctic when I had like decks with like my wheels had like pins in them, but no, not thick enough. That's what she said. I need to clean my glasses. I don't really use glasses. I only use glasses when I play like marathon streams and it's like this. And I don't need to use glasses because I have had. Ooh! Okay, I was half blind. Just a moment, I just need to watch them. I was half blind. I did both LASIK and ICL surgery for my eye. Didn't see. Oh god! Just I had like plus on one of my eyes I had plus 12. On the other I had plus 11. Glasses. But they had to like make me a new false lens, and then they had to like LASIK and burn myself. So I actually have perfect sight, except this eye I will never see perfectly with, but it doesn't matter. It's better than anything. Don't have to use lenses, don't have to use glasses, but I use glasses if I get a marathon stream too much. Like this. And I don't. I forget about myself. Like, you guys made me marathon streamer. 10 hours is a record. Didn't you know that? 10 hours is a record of marathon stream. To the point, I'm just like, I'm forgetting about myself, the time we have used. Because one stream I was thinking we had used 3 hours. We were 7 hours in. That is all on you. I never planned to become a marathon streamer. But you guys just made me have fun. You could do that when you're a child, you forget about time. But yeah, on timeline. But I never thought I would be sitting 10 hours just marathon streaming. From the start of me actually starting streaming here was like, I can't even follow along this story. I just need something that inclines me to tell the story. That is where I'm ending up. What? What a gift. This is a gift, you know. We need to actually change our... we're not in it. We're doing horror. We're not in real life. We're doing Resident Evil. Is that... I have no clue where we're gonna go with in this. I have been... Yeah. I can't cry. Resident Evil, it's the village. Where's the point for going now? And wait, where are we? We need a map. We need a map. Map? Maps, anyone? I'm just gonna let it be like that. Okay. But before we start, just get comfortable. Jesus Christ, what a night. At least we have like, yeah, Ethan is gonna kill a fucking vampire fly that dies within summer temperatures. And we have no, oh, I want ice cream. We have no ammunition. We do find ammunition because she is like raging. Come here. It's a day for ice cream. Just starting the day with ice cream, ending the day with ice cream. What a world we're living in. I have to check that chat box. I haven't done me dirty onion yet. Probably everything is just. What's the next crisis we're gonna have? Is it a dragon? Because that would have been cool. Didn't I have a spoon? Eating ice cream. You know what terrifies me? I can never watch romance movies. I don't usually eat ice cream and watch romance movies. It's so much easier to be like, I'm so glad that I'm not that person that those monsters. So when I wait for my door, there won't come a monster at all. And that is a good thing. So like, it's a better thing to wait for than Prince Charming. Nah, I rather want Dagon to come. And so you can be a Kitsuru or something. Sometimes you want to eat well. I don't want to eat well, but sometimes you want to eat well. And make light darkness and darkness light. What the fuck are you going around there? You big loud woman. You. What the fuck do we have? Nothing. Are you okay? No, you're not.
Ah, yes, yes.
Ah, yes, yes.
Pay me no mind.
I'll pay you all mind because you make me pay all my mind. That is not aggressive. It's too aggressive. Doesn't deserve to get that much money from us. Fuck that shit. Think you're taking a lot of market prices up. Don't do it justice. I just buy some shit. That is so loud. Can you solve this out? Yeah. I actually can't. You want this thing too? Sounds like somebody did a good business deal and it was nice. The fuck is this? Customizable part fashion can greatly increase the rate of fire. Do you need rate of fire to be so great? Customizable part for a handgun greatly increase ammo capacity. You know what? I really want to do. So I hit F again. I need to order Hinako cosplay because I promised myself I will not do that. For the third time on hardcore unless I am dressed up like Hinako. I'm never gonna be tough as her though. He's just Yoshi! And I won't have the furry arm. But yeah. What have like Japanese schoolgirl outfit? That was fun, like part of actually having movement here. But yeah, my camera needs to be hot. the dog. Yeah. You can make monsters come. About that, yeah. Let's not make any more monsters. They are scared of me silly. But I'm actually looking for my other headset piece again. I managed to miss it for the second time in my life. Before we begin. Let me just stop. Where the fuck did it go? Are you here? No? Are you there? No. That's the second time I lost you in my life. Last time I lost it when I was asleep. I fell asleep with it in my ear. And then I lost it for weeks. So I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna go. You know what? Why don't I just bring you along? It's written everywhere. Here and there. Here and there. There it is. Found it. Need to jump around. Get up. Oi. And all my years of having this stage that is still not a stage finished is because I want to move, not just sit. And I'm clumsy. Just remember that. But I'm here doing streams like 10-hour streams. You can get a bit from sitting. And sometimes you want to do silly stuff. Like you can challenge me. Can you do the splits? I don't know, I haven't tried. No, yes. Can I do the splits? Fucking hell. I don't know. God damn it. I don't know for myself. This is gonna be this is gonna be a failure. I haven't done. Anyway, Mia. It is one where I have scared too much. No! That's too far away from a split. Youchie! Meaning I have a lot to do. That is actually something I need to work with. Because if I can't do the split, I'm not flexible enough to be on the stage doing what I want to do. I think this body frame, yeah. We need to be flexible. We are flexible. But not that far they can do the splits. We need to do the splits. Because we need to creep like the ring girl. And that makes us very much. That is like always looking for somebody like in that frame, in that place. Always somebody that could work. And if I can get the acrobatics up, that is where I can just yes, motion capture. Take me into you. Please, I don't want to do all these things. Some existential Shakespeare in my head every now and then. Shit. And today, what a day to get too much life. That's life. That's life. And that's what all the people say. Sometimes you're and done in me. I don't know what song actually says. But yeah. That's life. That's life. I'm just gonna. Is that this? Turn the plane. I'm gonna kill that move. Bitch. With all the flies and stuff. That's life. That's life. Haven't sang. Something stole my tunes. Almost like a bird in a cage without a song for a while. And then it just came back like dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Take it in your heart now, lover. It's about growing pain. Andromeda. Just born into it. I can't sing when I decide to sing. It just forms there. It was a bit silent, but too long. I don't do silence a good thing at all. So maybe for the worst time, growing pains, good times, good times. That song's very good. Andromeda. I never decided to sing actually. It's just couldn't stop itself. I tried to sing when I couldn't sing, and it was not the same. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get ready to get a lady that is full with flies. She shouldn't drink us. She should go and sit on her poop. She's just flies, and they die in summer temperature. Yeah, gameplay logic. And then I need to know this. No mess. Youch. But yeah, I'll be right back. I do hope all of these roses shown all the chats and everything, and I don't miss anything because that would be like no. I don't like that at all. This day really shows that it has taken me on a path. I wanna go into D&D parties. I wanna find a D&D group. I wanna find myself. What the fuck am I? Am I a bard yet? No. I'll be right back. God. That was a painful scream. Ooh, it was good eating ice cream. But suddenly we forget about it. I should really eat all the ice cream that exists. Because I really miss being like chubby. I mean, every size. Even though running in the stairs is like, it's not a hassle. I don't need to wear a bra that much. It's just something about that womanly voluptuousness. I'm gonna eat ice cream. Call me to action. Ice cream. I never want to be not fat shaming at all. I've been overweight, so you wouldn't even know that this frame here. Secret. Do you believe me if I say I was once 130 kilos? And that was my highest weight. And now I'm at my lowest weight. Again. I hate that. I tried I was overweight. I tried every single fucking diet. Keto was the best. And then suddenly something just... It has to rip you into it. What the side it happens. Never ask someone to lose weight. They have to be there. And even when they are ready, they aren't ready until they do it. I lost a lot of weight on keto, but yeah. It's worse when it goes away. That you're losing weight. You must never stop somebody because it's so hard to be overweight. But the thing is, when you're overweight, you don't get kidnapped. You don't get glitching out of the map or sour your door because you're so skinny. And you can actually have like killer tits that you can actually slap someone silly. It could be a concussion. Yeah. And now, I'm like every way, shape and form skinny. I can fit into everything. It's still the goal. But my womanly shape and form, my personal goal is like voluptuous again. And yeah, I've been every shape and form. I know how it feels. Being every shape and form. Being stuck in every shape and form. I do not say that. Do not force somebody to lose weight. Ever. That gains weight. It is actually horribly hard to just snap into weight loss. And then I got like, well no, I had two surgeries. Last one because of my weight loss was a deadly thing, but nothing that couldn't be like fixed. But yeah, I had a surgery that keeps me like, if I'm stressing, I lose weight. Surgery removes stuff. And then if you lose a lot of weight, you can get gallbladder that comes into your pancreas. Then my Christmas was spent in the hospital because I was actually dying. But nothing that I was like dying without like being helped. It's just my first personal match with death. And then death came in varieties. Variety, yeah! Has been met with death. This, yeah, is about death. It came around Christmas. Not Santa Claus. But yeah. And then there was something that happened when I came out of the hospital. That was weird. Because I didn't think I would miss dying. That sounds grim. When death touches you, that's weird. I thought it was only when you like the afterlife and like had died that you would be like, ah, I can have that peace again. Yeah, since then that day, death kind of like it's kind of like something. Can't explain it. It's a very silly thing too, because it wasn't that close to death that it. As long as I was in the hospital, I could say she's removed my gallbladder, and it didn't have any like complications as all the other things. Oh, but yeah, it became like that. It was like a linear thing that you could like. Wow. And then it just went into another way linear. It's a weird thing. I don't understand. I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to die. It was just so weird that I think I actually just met death and now I can't shake it away. But Ethan here, he gets to meet death in a horrible. Oh, I think he's a Leon Kennedy becomes like Leon Kennedy. Oh, when you just spawn into living form. It's an anime hero too much. Fall flat for all those anime heroes. Thought I was very, very loving Chelsea, but Chelsea was kind of like my persona. It's not so much my anime hero, as he's my anime hero, but Leon Kennedy, he's a competent man. He's like, in Red Dead Redemption, Arthur Morgan, he's like, get out of my way. He's like masculine gold. That is just perfect. And then he sniffles. That makes him not one of those that is just lost for humanity. Never be too tough to sniffle. Those sniffles are the bravest sniffles I've seen in a clip. So you have to play further in that game too, but yeah. Can he just spawn into life? And about that, he has. He has his bonus, whatever, looking like a story. Is that just not gold? Why? But yeah. Get out of my way, son. I'm gonna play very soon. Very soon. Just so. That's Astarion. I'm a sucker for Astarion, most of all because he has the best storyline I think I have ever heard. I'm in love with this storyline. To the point how it's a very, very rare storyline to see told like explicitly, almost word for word. This is the best storyline to talk about trauma survival. I've never seen anything else. Like that game is special. Storyline is special to me in that way. He's a storyline of trauma healing you never see. Like, I haven't seen that storyline being given the time frame, the small steps here, there, and there. Explicitly from the point. There it comes into your focal points, just perfect. Neil Newborn, who is in this game too. He really is worthy his acrobatic skills. If I ever am able to be graced with coming to his workshop, oh, that is a dream. He has a workshop for motion capture in London, I think. Yeah. I fulfilled my opera dream No, that became my dream. And I really want to go to his workshop. Let's hope that happens one day. After Shakespeare is done hitting me in the head, and I'm just like, this day I sniffle a bit. You have to run a commercial before it comes. No, the commercials are already running themselves. Like, they are already taking over again. Fucking commercials. Mischievous. I have turned them off to the point that I should be. I should be the captain now. No, you're not. I need to get that thing fixed. But I think it's a bug. And I'm not gonna deal with it until I can actually fix it. Fucking hell. I need an IT guy. To the point. I am not manipulative enough. You know that a lot of like in my DMs I get like, do you wanna come on a date? There's a lot of IT guys there, but I'm not manipulative enough to do that. No, I don't wanna come on a date right now. Not right now. In my life. It's such a mess. I wanna get it like consistent first. But yeah, I would be an IT guy if I was a manipulative woman, or just going out on dates for dinners. I would never be starving again. But yeah, I don't like manipulation. It's against my values. I feel it, and at the same time, I don't like being like somebody is coming up to me on the street and just asking me off. That is something people don't dare anymore. So if it ever happens, I don't want to take advantage of that. To any degree, that is like something we need to get it back into here. We have problems with, like, I'm not finding myself a liner that makes my face look good. We have like Gen Z, the worst generation to have ever existed. Too much. Can we get back to the 50s way of dating? Like, the dating life today is scary. Kind of scares me. Scares me a lot. I don't want to do it. Feels like weird. Very weird. It's like wrong. And when I came out of a relationship, it was just like, this is not how I remember it. Maybe I just ended up being too long in a relationship. I just ended up being a wifey shit, but to the end, something is wrong, and I don't want to be part of that. If anybody dares go up to a woman these days and just like, you're beautiful, do you want to come out on a dinner? Or to say the perfect words, just gonna utter them. I'm having dinner. I would love if you could join me. That is perfectly. No. That is like not too much, not too little. An invitation. Keeps your dignity as a man. A woman doesn't feel like too much, too little. Like, that is the perfect, but we are lost that between Tinder and Hinge and Ying Chang Ping Hang Plong 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 Plong. Fedora is on your door now, by the way. And you always have to go down, because they don't come to your door. You have to go down to the door. We have too many things. I think we lost something. This kind of scares me. But I could have had an IT guy if I wanted to be that bitch. But I can't even find a fucking liner that works here. Where's all my liners? That is one of my favorite liners. And it's dry. Yeah, oh shit, this is a pen. I need a liner because before I can start, or I'm never gonna live. Yeah, I wanna live. Important. But after this day, sometimes your life feels a bit like, oh, yeah, what is going on? Best thing to do is find something beautiful. Cherish it. Don't worship it, but and if you're like having a wild time, fix yourself up a bit. Get dressed in something nice. And sometimes doing your makeup is just for yourself. Something you can look upon and just like, oh, alright. It makes you, like, beauty is actually, as I read, Jordan Peterson's talked about it perfectly again. I love that man. Before we have to go away from blabbering, he talks about beauty as something that is made and something that is needed, and if you can have, because but everybody adores beauty. If you don't have anything, then you're looking for delight in every way. Find yourself something that makes you feel a bit beautiful. And if you're having a wild day like I have had, and just end it on a note that is just no, that was too close to something I don't want to. I did not predict my day ending after all that day being like 180 degrees everywhere around, and I'm just like spinning dice, rolling, critical hitting, critical lowing, depending on like family. That is when I just say, alright, this is what it is. And I'm trying to word out the words of my best friend, my French best friend. Lord, we need to be fragile. It is so hard to be fragile. If you're spinning dice when you are to die. And I'm inclined to say chaos now. No. Consistency until I actually have. You need to have consistency. That was actually something I talked about in an earlier stream. An update I never did separately. I wanted to do separately. But yeah. I had to update about my consistency being a bit in shambles because of a cleanup situation from earlier. It's taking too much space to everything I tried to make consistently just fell into ruins. To the point, if you don't have that and you're just needing like the bare, I need to get the cleanup away. Like I need to get my foundation ready. That is actually where I found out I cannot make it sustainable into a planner or anything consistently before I have that foundation. So that I had to be like, taking a knee. I'm gonna be chaos. And then this day is like, wow, that was too much day. And it ended on this painful note. So I actually think that I don't know how to promote that channel. I think I'm gonna do it on X, but yeah, that is the only place I can actually come to the community and actually where you can not just text me, you can talk to me, you can like ask if you could just have like me and you talking points. But that is actually something. It's such a holy place. I don't want to do it like anything explicitly when it's used for. OnlyFans is just used for pornography, I think. It's the only place I could find all of these tools that I think is perfect. People can say, "Can I talk to you one day?" And I can do that. And to me, that would be like, yeah, that is something I want to do. If somebody wants to have a talk like personal, I mean, that is, yeah, I want to have that. That is I think it's possible there. And it's also behind, like, you have to consent, and then we can be so honest. And it's the only place I know it allows the explicit nature. All that is just like, wow, you guys are inspiring me. It's not without its. I was immature. I didn't think that Twitch would be like that. And you are a lot of people. And I did not expect you to come vulnerability. The point that is actually, it's so hard to do that. Not if you need to ask if I remember you, as you also do, because you are remembered. That is something of the hardest things. I feel it's hard to do that outside theatre. You just do that to me. It's a gift. But I never saw that coming from my Twitch being like, I can't focus on my game. Then just, ah, what the fuck is going on? That was a month. And the day I became affiliate was the day before my birthday. Which is, in hindsight, I actually saw. You know, I've celebrated that. You are so brave to be like sharing with me. And that has to be like a parasocial protection to be so naked. But it's not without its ears, yeah. I've studied expressions. I love storylines, but not for the love of me can I say that vulnerability and the share joy it is to hear people go from trouble to become better. Just over time here. That is just nothing I was ever expecting. That kind of fact like I need to. That is my biggest fucking wow. I'm very much inspired by you guys. I'm very thankful for you guys. You don't need to ask if I remember you. I was shocked that even happened. Over social media. To the point I am like, you guys are a blessing. You make like me lose time having fun. But also you meet me with like the share. Only a stranger can tell you so honestly. But at the capacity you also share vividly vulnerability with me. I don't want to take away from that. I hope I never become like a streamer that is like big and like never getting to see anyone. Just walk between. I don't want to have like a close knit community. I don't know what will happen, of course, but I don't want to be the one that overlooks anyone. As that is just where people go missing. And people can have like, I said it once, I needed to have it heard. I want to be the eyes that overlook that. Especially not in the days that I feel like, oh, I can't even make myself feel that I took that focal point was where I actually said, okay, you're doing this every day, you're becoming a structured daily streamer. time, like my timetable is just in shambles. Having to like say, excuse me, I can't be consistent. It's actually in my point of view where I just like I'm a bit impatient with everything I have to like get in trying to. I don't want to overlook anything there. I don't want to overlook anything like that in life anywhere. That is all. My best friend is like a unique fucking woman. She's one of the only one in my life I could like have that relationship with. To the point we got 8 years apart. And then we just talked again like we never were apart. You never find friends. Like she is my best friend, truly. And a unique person. But you never find honesty and vulnerability as you do in strangers. And especially when the strangers need something and have no. Had I one time, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, when I was biking with my mask and everything on my airbag, just almost crashing into a drunk woman on the road to university, stopping because this woman was in tears, shambles, drunk and everything. Everyone was just like, yeah, that's a drunk woman. Yeah. Just needing fucking cry her eyes out. Something had happened. I don't know what it was. But I stopped. She was crying on me and I just like, oh, yeah. And people were just walking past her because she was so drunk. She just like, what is going on? And she needed actually help, so I helped her, but yeah. People walked right past her. She was just drunk and tears.
What are you buying? Just something an old friend of mine
I
used
just
to
almost
say.
crashed into her, luckily. And then I stopped. And then I listened to her. And that happens every once in a while. I start fixing my nails, also listening to bitches I hate. That I heard. Ugh. This is something I can't get out of my skull. I sit with Milena, which is my nail artist. She is like focus gold. She focuses nails upon my nails for hours. I was just listening in on the like hairdressers talking about becoming mothers and how they were just so bothered by that baby. They couldn't even do this and that and everything. And the way they talked about it, like it was a hassle. I hated that. I couldn't even stop myself from just, what the fuck is going on with these women? I'm just sitting at a fucking hairdresser. I couldn't stop myself from judging that and listening into that because it was such a vile thing. I don't think I understand what the fuck they were on. But that is where people are just horrible. Everywhere you find them, just a monster. Kind of like why I made monsters into my study and scared of living daylight out of me. I was too good at making monsters. Really now scared me. But those ladies, I wish I could smack them. I cannot forget them. I do not cause judgment upon any mother that fails in any way, shape or form. It's not your fault. The way they talked about it was just a clump of annoying things. I have not been going out of that nail appointment
Till
wanting
next
to
we
have
meet.
these nails just what the fuck is wrong with women? Like that, sitting at the hairdresser just talking, blabbering, bullshitting. That is the real horror. This way has been showing them vividly every fucking way. I hated it. To the point, those women are like in my back of my skull. I wish they could just like die screaming. As they don't understand a baby. baby becoming a mother, that is like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Not causing judgment, but I'm judging them very much in the way they go through this week without it being too much, too little, and everything. I'm terrified. Pause. Given these horrible things that I just do, that is emotional and expressive and everything I need to do, but yeah, it also scares the living daylight out of me from doing stuff like that. Seeing it come too vividly. I can hear that conversation. It can be like a daily conversation, but making it into monsters visually. That gets a bit scary. We try to visualize that into something that isn't like just a conversation between two horrid women. I had rage. And I don't do judgments like that. Usually I understand. It's hard. Being a woman. They talked about it like it was a clump of annoying shit. Made me really angry. And I pointed that I got like for the first time the sharpest fucking nails Milena ever made in blood red black, and I wanted it to be like a part of black. I just want to claw banshee screams into my, and then that happened. And I can't forgive them. It's just yeah, and you are not even half. That's scared of living life. The worst thing you can do in life is to blame a baby. That is the worst monsters you create. They are not monsters as much as they just become void in this world. One of the focal points of making monsters into like visual art, and now I hate it. I did it. It's scary. And now I do that. Because those ladies, when I was scared doing that, they just hit in front of me. Fuck those ladies. Now I get to do them. How to do it? I have no clue. And I don't know how to raise. I'm really angry when it comes into fucking this team is horrible now. What the fuck do you do? Talking about that. It's not that it's on my female rage. It's not me that it's something that comes between my allergies. I want to eat them alive. And then that raged me against that fucking thing. Yeah. It's scary. People are kind of scary. I don't hear people make me angry like that. Ugh. No. After this day being like ending on hell, fury and all that is like gross. Kinda was in my mind too much. What assholes. How do you do hairdressing appointments to your fucking... I hated those ones. And I don't hate people. Really. It's not in my... I don't think I do that without a female instinct, just like how can you. They just like... What the fuck? What's that about? Why do I find myself between these? Hellish. Ah! I could be without those fucking... Ah! Hated that. It makes me angry. Still. What did I do with you? No light? No time. And I kind of can't forget about it. Especially after this day. It's just like... That's reading. Too close. And that vulnerable side of me just like, too much. So we're in between. Too much, too little. I'm not thinking about Bukowski. But I'm not a Bukowski that hates people. It could be the Bukowski that loves people. He hates people. He likes to be alone. He writes the most horribly realistic poetry. I quote him a bit too much. But I'm not a wretch. Like, I'm a Bukowski wretch that I kind of depict. Bukowski. The lover of Bukowski poetry is always depicted as a wine-gargling, damaged woman, just like, hysterical. No. I'm just fucking scared of people. And inclined to say, yeah, people aren't good to each other. But I love people, I'm not taking that isolated route. Or the alcoholism, drunken, like how they are depicting people in Bukowski. I hate how that is just, it's just manifesting in my total frontal. Yeah. No. This day was a day too much. With everything everywhere all at once. Be like, people aren't good to each other, that's true. It's just objectively true. And they choose that. If they can avoid people. And I hate that. Kind of. So I'm not a Bukowski typical poet, but I do find myself quoting him almost every day. Him and Shakespeare. Shakespeare falls into my head too. What the fuck goes down there? Ethan, somebody tried to dig themselves out. Have you tried that? No. I think it's in the DLCs that Ethan gets a bit like I saw a clip that he actually dies or something. Yeah. I haven't played over the DLCs. I haven't played this. What the fuck is on with this? Keeping dogs, huskies? Oh, are they keeping dogs and huskies here? Jesus. Yeah, this week was too much on my week. I feel weak. Yeah. That's a good point. That's the main resource to become strong. You need weakness. To the point I feel so weak. Ugh. I've taken on 180. Losing my schedule, getting it back and losing it again. And just losing it. What's going on? And then all the other things. I think the gods are having fun with us. Either that or we are just shaped into something other. I'm just taking an approach. I'm going to be chaotically just this. This is the only approach you can take when everything is just like spinning you like a Beyblade. First, yeah, there, then hating, then raging, then sad. Every expression. Can't have every expression at once. But it tries. fucking make that sustainable. Like, it wants me to have a steep learning curve. Did you want to express it? Well, here's your bench test. We're going to test every expression you have. It's painful. Because it's too fast, I can't even. I haven't done my life, so I can't even like. That is how I like think or process like emotions, because I can't think them objectively and process them objectively. And this thing, by some reason, just a scream. I haven't even been doing my life back. Isn't that a way? Just keeps me here. Cool. I think it's meant to be here. Why is that happening now? Is it again having troubles? I don't know. No. Like, everything is in a mess. I decided today. Oh, this week. Since everything is a mess, I think I'm just gonna be messy. But yeah, I need to make that a statement that I do into a separate thing that is available. Because I don't want to be like inconsistent. But I need to be messy because it calls me to actually be mess. Yeah. Doesn't give life doesn't give you anything, but it doesn't give you lemons. It gives you no choice, no control, no way, shape, or form. Just alright, I'm doing that then. Just keep giving up that. Anything. Maybe the release. It comes back. I think this is where we meet the lady. Was this where we meet the lady? We need 2 of those straps. We do need those. No, you know what? We need a lot of shots. We don't know. So, life called me a mess, and I'm just okay. Guess I am then. I'm not gonna fight the gods. Gonna see where it leads, though. Yeah, it's a test. I don't think a lot of people go through it. I'm trying to get into like a social like connection with my network again. Every one of them, I also go through everything I need. What do people get? Hospitals and situation, chaos. It's chaotically happening. Collective. Meaning something is fine. Change. Why fight it? Careful fighting that. Just a silly mortal. And this we have read before, but I can't remember where I found her. Oh, have I read this before? Let's read again. It was my first day working at the castle today. I was most shocked to see the other staff were all... Yeah, we have read this. Like, being done with the script. Getting that message. And then, yeah, being that in my head. Why even fight to look up in the roof? I'm gonna wait until I'm tired enough to try this clip. Why fight? Here's what it is. And sometimes that is just what you have. No power. Life happens. People want to do everything they can. Just force themselves like a victim of like a system that isn't in their control. I used to do that before. I understood that is just not in my control. And then I started just hiding how I didn't do that, and that's just guilt being like, bleh. Just give up. Or go the whole way. That's what sometimes. Go all the way. And I tend to do that. I'm gonna go all the way. Till I'm done with this shit. I can be done. Don't want to have it back, like regurgitated into life again. Because I'm so I'm missing having schedules. I was a consistency. That was just unshakable. And this thing that is a cleanup now is everything. The consistency was just there. Nothing I worked to do. Just a disruptive thing. Now I'm gonna be a mess until it's messed up. I'm gonna make an update about that degree. Just was an update in midst of the stream. So it's kind of like poignantly pointed out. Because it's kind of like this week is just two bitches there and here and there and everywhere. Yeah. I think they are multiplying. So we're doing something right, maybe it just is messy. I'm gonna give up and then just, whoa, I'm a mess. Maybe that is when it falls into mess, chaos, and disentangles itself. You just need to be, do that sometimes. I learned that in theater actually. Sometimes you just have what you have with you. And sometimes that is all that is necessary. You can't do it enough. I've had so many days I couldn't hit the notes. And that is dishonor. You're out. But in theater, you can bring what you have with you and it can become a new. How do we do this, guys? I think this is the way out. To the point I've seen that in so many tired days just become, wow, we were fucking raging ourselves through this and now you're perfect. That is one of my absolute best. Like I was just an audience, so I was kind of like just being so. Oh, we were working until 12, like midnight. She was just going insane. The thing that needed it to go with insane and everything perfect. It's a living thing. Not so still. Yeah. I'm inclined to be a mess when I'm called to mess. How the fuck do we do this? Puzzles? Puzzles? You. Are you calling me? But then this day was just everything. A puzzle. It's vividly just ending on a and after doing everything. Finished. That is why it just like mic drops you. Alright. I'm immortal. Fucking hell. We need to take and pick up a light. Yes. I think we're gonna make this. What are you doing? Hey! No! And then it's hard to balance all those things that a mess needs to be a mess. And that is a hard balance to do. Messy, but not catastrophe. You just have to be a mess. Alright. I just don't know. But not to the degree it actually ends you in a mess. But you have to be messy to just finishes it all. And that is a balance that comes or doesn't at all. Let's just test it or something like that. And it's like vividly on every side of today was just done, and then it's just like, it's a Rage Against Dying Light. That is just God did me good. But yeah. I'm gonna do a real update about everything about that. Because this week has been every fucking expression. I don't have it. But I want to rage against these walls. Isn't that something that should fall? We don't have ammunition. Can we do this? That doesn't actually, we don't have anything to put it in. I've had so many expressions this week, it's just... It's not... Maybe that's just faith. Yeah. Be everything then. It's not in my power. So I refuse to slave myself into that shit. It becomes what it becomes, and mess is mess. And when something happens, and then something new happens, and then everything happens. What the fuck is going on? That mess. It's a bit harder to be patient with mess. I really miss consistency. But if I don't be mess now, then I will fight against. I think that is the best. It's just... No! Yo! What the fuck is the scream from Mario? No, that is not Mario. That is Yoshi. Oh, what is that? Fungus? Yeah. That is stream. I feel like that is more point. That's yeah. Where the fuck do we go? Up we go. And then you avoid your fucking hell. They have swords. Why can't I have a sword? Pick it up before it disappears. No, just disintegrates. I feel like this year needs a sword or two. Just metaphorically. I don't think it's allowed to even own.
Trying to work up my appetite, are you?
No! I'm trying to go away from you! Go! Sit down. Go. You're flawless. I need more ammunition.
Yeah!
to fucking be merged. Oh, bleh. I can't do it.
Oh, so scary.
It's the end of the day as well. It's just like, hell, that happened to. You fucked it up. Blimey's flying
Come get him.
Where's your... Fucking hell, there we have. Choose. Very cool too. You're just there. Big and tall. Too tall. What the fuck? Too big. Too small. Get the fuck off at all. No. Freddy Krueger is slow. He's a silly villain. He has a cool knife and that is all. Assuming it's just silly villain.
Shall I choose something for
We
you?
need. Yeah, could you just like, no, I can't. You have nothing. Didn't you say you had something new
This
to
is
me?
all an investment, Ethan.
What investment can I do here? You have nothing to sell me, mister. Yeah. Well, I got a taste of like life this week. I think it's inclined to be a little bit everything. Oof. For those women, I don't know why they are so stuck in my head after this day. I think it's just so unholy. That's just the illegal part. Do we need this? Oh, give us a suitcase.
Ah, so you noticed that.
Yeah, it's just like you have 3 more items.
What are you buying?
Nothing.
Have a wonderful adventure.
I'm gonna have a wonderful adventure. I think. That is something I can escape. If you want to escape it, you know. Ugh. But if you can avoid it, do avoid it. But if it is mess, try to be water. Just is that where he or she is? Where you have to take it down there? Because we don't have enough aluminism. Fine. I'll try my best to run past Freddy Krueger. Big woman. She's big. That is not what I'm gonna think about. Was the bear shit in the woods? Yeah. A cow. She's huge.
I won't last until dinner.
Oh, that's good. Then you're dead. You won't eat me.
Yes!
Fuck you. Please stop. No? Don't stop. Alright.
Really?
Really? Yeah. Fuck
Mother said sail, but I can kill them. Like that? Harder? Mother! Mother!
Just be. Really gonna kite you away from this room. It's just a If I was the one there, I would be horrified about it. Madness lion. Oh, yeah,
How's it
everything I've
feel?
listened to. Do see what we do in the shadows. If you ever get a chance, it's the best series. They do documentaries. I love the documentaries. And Sticky. Friday would be like I mean, don't even survive fucking summer temperatures. I don't know. Flies freeze and 0 temperature. You're just inclined to die.
That's perfect.
No, that's in rescue. She's in so big lady for me.
Come get 'em.
We don't have. And there's you. What you?
I guess I should hold back a little.
She's everywhere. You don't stop doing it. I'm doing something serious. No, whatever. Oh, it's a bitch too rich. And a competence too small. Masculinity in decline in this timeline. Fly Lady would be mocked if she was a real vampire, and a real vampire like what we do in the shadow is a very show. I think it's one season I haven't seen. But she would be like me. You're just a bunch of flies. Go sit on a book. You don't want to be an immortal fly. Sounds like a mockery. It is a mockery.
Oh, good. I was just thinking of ways to pass the time.
Really?
This is all an investment, even.
Yeah, but you don't have anything to sell me. Don't look in this game or something then. No. Can you put a fucking mind that? I have no way. You're out of everything. Alright, maybe
Yes, I can see.
Doesn't do anything. Don't get to sell this shit for some reason. It's like, maybe it's a puzzle. No. We have played Baldur's Gate. You know it's not a puzzle. Where's the ammo? Where's the ammo?
What are you buying?
Ammo.
Just something an old. Good day then.
Thank you. Do not say that as I have like obligations to have a good day. There was a wild every expression. And it ends on those two. Just living it. It's not. I don't know why we are like so much. I think it was the most illegal thing that happened this week. That's the one. Most illegal thing that happened this week was those two women talking about fucking this girl. Like, fuck you! You're too big. Too big! Can you move? Fucking hell. No, you can't. You're too big.
Don't waste my time.
Go find someone else. I'm small. No. Jesus. She is huge. Maybe that is why you can't find her lipstick. It's too big for it. Jesus. So it's just in this room? No. Can't believe it. There's nothing here.
I won't last until
man.
dinner.
Good! We want you to go. Fuck you. Maybe we can try that.
I guess I should go back.
Yeah, supposed to try to
Mother
find
says, but I it's too late to turn back.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Why just in that room? Thought we got it in a different room. Like the round room with the last time. Jesus. Isn't that supposed to be where we're leading them? Like, yeah, there, and everywhere, up and round. I don't know. Was there someone? This is a beautiful castle, but I'm a bit lost. It did inspire me though. I want to have curtains with under curtains. I want them, yeah, apparently it's curtains with under curtains.
So we finally meet.
No, I don't want to meet you at all. I'm running. Yeah, all the way. I'm not failing at running. Of course I'm running. You're huge! You're so huge! You're everywhere! You're inclined to be everywhere all at once because you're gigantic, woman. Huge. I'm huge vampires. Oh, I do sneaking up on everybody. Yeah, she doesn't sneak at all. She's only loud.
You disgusting outsider.
You really think so? I thought you like to eat people like me. For dinner. No? No?
Play with me some more.
Alright, I guess I'll see. I think this is real. Bitch.
Mother said sail, but I can trust you. With your life.
Yeah. Let me fall. We fall to the fucking ground. And die. This is wrong. I'm lost. Give me a map in real life and I can do compasses. Give me a map in game and I can get lost. We got to the room where it was around and then it was like in the midst, it was like loud. What is the name? It was even ammunition there. So there's that. And yeah. Are we going there? We're running around. No, and this is not the right way. Jesus Christ, I can't find it. Wait a moment, no. What the fuck is this puzzle then? It's a crumbling wall. What do we make? It's a crumbling wall. Do we have a bomb or something? Think it need a bomb? If you ever are in doubt, just blow the shit up. Maybe. Or maybe not. Do we even have that somebody? We have a pipe bomb. Don't know if that is actually something that blows things up. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking of flash grenade or something. So, whoa. Why don't we think about that? Is this the right way? Yes. Wait a moment, I'm just having to check when is it actually coming up, that Requiem game. Isn't it just around? Isn't it just now? Anybody now? Because that has some of the most disturbing monster I saw. Just a glimpse of. Yeah, we do that. Requiem? No, not Requiem for a Dream. Resident Evil. Not Biohazard. And here it said I'm a bit impatient, I want to play that game. Can it give me a date? Not just users, things, choices. 27th? I think so. Hoping it's no. No. No, wait, doesn't say it. Am I overlooking something here? Don't know where it says where it comes. Has it come? Download it. Jesus. 27th of February. We are on the 26th. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Cool. Those two bitches from that hair salon are like stuck in my mind after this. Why did they get stuck? Of all things, this they ended on. Maybe they just were too illegal. Too illegal. My computer died. Just have to put my charger. Charger. But yeah. Yeah, maybe that the part I was like. Everything can happen, but they just allowed. That was illegal. The only thing that could be like held accountable. Life happens, right? Yeah. I actually get angry. Like the way they spoke about that shit. I was sitting there like, wow. Women are foul. I'm just gonna charge my fucking computer back. It for some reason just like, this is when I die. It never does that. Hasn't done that since I studied. What the fuck? Just a moment. Right. That's the first time since I studied. That computer says my power is off. I found it a requiem, just in case. It just signed off. This requiem is actually quite useful. Since death is living around us, and yeah. Don't give up. We've been through Xville. Did you remember that time we wrote that dramaturgical blocking with all the drawings? You get to do it again. Come back to life. Fuck you. Maybe just take a break. Yeah, there it is. Just enjoy. It should be that. Say the other day, it actually fell down off the table and just like. And I thought that was very tight. It looked so ruined. Like it's dented, but that looked like it was like shattered. But no, it didn't. It didn't other than. But this is the first time I actually bow. That is new bow. That is new. That is actually new. When was the last time you wanted power? I have a requiem here, be scared. You don't get to die. I wrote all my accents with you. No, you're just. Now you're losing it. It was just. My trusted. Be so shit. I'm back. Now it's just back. I think it had like a brain aneurysm or something. It's just like, I'm back. What the fuck? Didn't even log in. I was like, It would be the best week for this thing to just despawn. Like that should have died so long ago. Holy moly. Oh. But how are you alive? Lost you into the floor the other day. Shattered you. You just need to. What the fuck? It just dawned on me. I think I know what I live in my head so much. Because I don't actually know how to express it. Rage is kind of like, how do you express rage on a stage? I'm not raging enough. That is probably why I'm. Huh. Yeah. Please don't be that running girl. This year doesn't get to be rage into whatever. But we get to have like that. What the fuck do you like? Rawr. No. 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 Rage can be so subtle. The fuck did I do rage? Don't think I've done it. It's easily mixed between terror and stuff. Don't think, no. That's why they are there. Bitches. Get all the fuck expressions. I hate it. This is actually what I don't know. Ah! Wait. No. It's always like something else. You don't rage. Maybe somebody does, but I don't know. I was thinking about trying. Since we are already in like, this day has been trials every degree. Should we give it a go? Like, streaming together is something we need to learn, tweak in all the ways it is. Yeah, maybe. It's not set up at all. No extensions. Get your streaming software ready. Yeah, that would have been fine. But I think we have like a delay. I don't know what happens now. I started. Don't know what that means. I never actually touched streaming together. I should have actually learned it, but I never came away from that fucking buffering that I don't ever put on. I put it off everywhere. But it still lags. To the point every time I have like rated somebody, I'm just turning off my microphone because it's so. We're talking in different timelines and it's so annoying. I wanted to fix that before I wanted to do this catastrophe. Yeah. That is also something I have to put up and then I have to tweak it into something. Oh, this is a lot of work. This is something I have to put my mind into, and then I have to have somebody to test it with, which would have been the best part. Could do that with my brother. He doesn't. He's not that much on Twitch. Not at all, really. Sometimes some minutes or something. But that would be a place I could actually like. I don't know anything. I need to test this. I need to fix it, and there's a delay from hell. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because this gets tweaked. Tweak. At least share chat. I have no clue what that will do. It's just being whatever it is. Suddenly, a Pokemon arrives. Maybe. Or certainly something. Or nothing at all. I've never tried this to the degree. I haven't seen all these things. And Twitch is really pushing the stream together to be the focal point. I actually haven't rated people either. Just that's not networking at all. Which is, but I do have like delay that is not buffered. There's nothing I can find out where it comes from, other than my internet is not perfect. Something with the equipment here. I think it's something I need to get my equipment better. And that is all. And yeah. A bit of a break before we take down the ladies. I just wanted to look at it because I want to do it. Just it is a bit hard to set it up when you don't know how to stop that lighting thing. I want a Blade Runner ChatGPT. That would have so. Could you just fix? Just perfect. But no. Of course not. Ugh. Start inviting other streamers to collaborate using your invite link. That would be perfect. Copy. I haven't really looked upon this. And it's really like important part of like community and networking, so illegal. Very much illegal. Well, I don't think I will be able to put it up now. Whatever, but I could find some. Maybe my brother has time to do that, and then I can tweak it perfectly until it resets itself. Anyway, that's just a day we live in. Jesus Christ, maybe. May the mess be blessed. What is shared hype trains? That I even. How do you do that? Hmm. What? Blank. I'll be right back. Uh-huh. Please. This was a bit of a hassle. It's impossible not to, like, you have to have some things ready if you're gonna build networking. And the more I'm like learning mess, kind of, that is why you shouldn't be networking with. But then it's like, I'm just, yeah, I want to network. Living in a weird and world. Revolving door, where will I go? Someone at the TV. Revolving door, what will I become? In red. Yeah, I don't know how to work that shit, but I hope we can fix it someday. Suddenly. It's a long time I actually hardly seen news. That is cool. Ah, that song has been sticking with me. That's Gorillaz. And it is one of my favorites. But yeah, when I was in the hospital, that was a bit living in my head. A foggy day. It's just about going around yourself in a revolving. Where can I turn that shit on? I'm like almost not about anymore because I don't sing half as much as I used to. I don't even have the radio. Oh yeah, it's living in my head. I haven't had tunes in my head. I don't know why. This. Ouch. Do we? Oh. Think we cast a bunny? I think so. Huh. Ooh. And it worked. Yes. Look, we got a mind back. It's not. Stop. With your feet in the air and your head on the ground. You try to spin and yeah, you're spinning well. What? Your head will collapse and there was nothing in it and you ask yourself, what the fuck is going on? But actually, I know, now I can understand why those women are still like at this stage is stuck in my head. Like everything is an expression here, but I don't know how to express that. Rage. How do you rage on stage? I try to find out. It always ends into something else. Like rage can become stuff. The signal of weakness. Like that song is the opposite of Silent Hill 2. Just fucking, can you please? No, I don't know how to rage on stage. That is terrible. How the fuck do you rage? Can you fall down? No. Duh. No. Oh, can I just... No. Yeah. Get that fuel right the way or no. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Ugh. Maybe this is rage. No, it's too... Rage is a sincere thing. I am actually... I don't know. How do I show you? Don't think I know. Like in myself or the it's just silent. It's staring. Fucking predator. But yeah. It can't be nothing at all. It puzzles me. Like this shit doesn't work. Jesus. I can't even do this. And it doesn't rage. Just like. I don't think I have felt rage to the degree I know how to. No. Can you fall down? Maybe this is the time I feel rage. Will you? Can you? Why? No. No. We're teaching myself rage. I don't know the flavors here. I think I found myself an expression I am actually. What? Ah! It's too peacocky. This is stupid. Rage is like a silent predator. Except I was just like googling them. No, you don't do it. Maybe it's just in the background. What was it? Just it's sugar. But not really sugar is actually having fun. It's just salt from scenery. I don't have the patience. When I felt rage, it's just like it's scary. I've had some scary moments with rage. But it's not that was just silently able to attack. That was like 3 times in that. That is an expression I don't know. You don't scream. Don't even make a fucking sound if you really am. You just pray. Like a cat. But not cute. Like you just strategically take in the environment. Yes. Seeing that. The feeling that. I think I don't want to go through the learning curve. Yes. No. Was that all? That was here. Hmm? Just an idol and nothing more. Good, I would know where that goes. Ah. I'm losing my ways. Going in a labyrinth. What was that room with the sunshine in the middle? Actually, I haven't seen so much rage when I was in the university. Somebody tried it, but it was too... It wasn't raging, it was just not angry. It wasn't angry at all. It's a bit dull. That's a hard emotion. There's a forces upon you. Or it just appears from instinct. That is the only place I actually felt like they were. Those 2 days were like, woman too much. But I don't have that expression. Frustration is not good fun. Don't make that a focal point of 2026. We don't need the road. We use way too much time. Oof. Balancing out. I'm just gonna yum 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 yum. See where it goes. Did Siri speak? Was it you, Siri? Or my sentient computer? I think that was Siri. She's sometimes just like, yeah, I agree. Or, you know what? I'm gonna call everybody you don't like. Ah! And she did that. What the fuck? Let's ask ChatGPT, how do you show rage on stage? How do you visualize rage? He knows everything sometimes. Sometimes. How do you actually show rage in a like artistic performance capacity?
You harness rage by transforming it into structured energy. It's not about losing control, but channeling that raw power into deliberate creative action. Think of it as converting emotional fuel into dramatic impact. You calibrate your voice, your body, your timing, so it's not just anger, but a strategic crescendo. Rage